Hello viewers, this is The Making of a New Nation by Amstar Media, and this is the program that we do on a weekly basis, bringing in people who have contributed one way or another to the making of our country. South Sudan is a new nation that needs all of us, with all our experience and the little we can contribute to this nation, make us grow. And that's why we call it The Making of a New Nation. In the studio today, we have our guest, amazing person that has been contributing in one way or another in the field of wrestling, in the field of technical work that he has been doing. He's here with us today to tell us more about what he does and how is this one help the nation.
MC Muor-Ager.
Welcome to the
MC Muor-Ager.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Welcome. As you have heard the name already, I'm going to allow him to briefly tell us about himself, who he is and what he does for a living and for the country.
Yeah, okay. MC Muor-Ager is my name. That is my nickname. My real name is Hakim Majuk Barakwe. I'm a South Sudanese living in Juba.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you ever so much.
Where did you get the name MC Muor-Ager? Where do you MC?
Thank you very much. That is a very vital question. Good questions. Taban. MC Muor-Ager. This one is the name of my wrestling page. I used to come to the wrestling field because in my CV, wrestling, it is #1 hobby, followed by listening to BBC, Focus on Africa, and Network Africa. Then reading is one of the hobbies, plus swimming. So these hobbies, there are about 4 hobbies, but the leading one is wrestling. I like wrestling. So I realized when I used to come to the field, I don't want to be just like one of the fans, watching the wrestling activity and then go back home. You see, what if I do something in the field? Then I came with the idea of taking live videos, not live stream, it was live videos. And then I send them on the WhatsApp forum. It is called Global Wrestling Link, Global Wrestling Network. I used to send them. Majority of our fans, they used to appreciate my videos. Thank you very much, Hakim Majuk Barakwe. Your videos are very clear and stable. Your camera is very stable. So I became to realize that I'm contributing positively in the activities of the sport. I say, okay, from this level of taking the live stream, of taking videos, clips, why should I not create my own wrestling page? And then I say, no, not now. Let me first take this live. Let me take this video clip first before I go to live stream. And then I have a colleague of mine called MC Anyarjo.
Yeah.
This guy is a very loaded guy. The guy is good, very humble guy, young gentleman. The guy is well trained. He knows how to get on with people. So I work alongside with him. It came when he involved in one of the accident between Juba to Bo Road. The guy airlifted to Nairobi for butter treatment. So he called me and said, Hakim, can you please run my page in my absence as admin? I said, yes, I can do it. I will stop that video clips and then I will be helping you running your page. That is MC Anyarjo page. So I worked for the period when he was in Nairobi. When he came back, he said, Hakim, now I'm back. I will take over my page and then you will go back for your video clips, videos. So I said, okay, now since I have a skill in live stream, how to rotate, how to hold the camera on live stream, how to talk with the viewers. So why should I not create my own page? And then I run it. So this is when I became Taban to create my own page called MC Muor-Ager Wrestling Page.
Wow.
So now my name is MC Muor-Ager. Wherever I go to Juba Town, I go to Shirikat, I go to Custom. Whenever I go to New Side, MC Muor-Ager, MC Muor-Ager. This one is called celebrating. I became to be known by all of my colleagues, and I know them also as well. So this is where the name MC Muor-Ager came, as you asked me. How did I come to name myself MC Muor-Ager?
This is great, and it is inspiring. I hope you should be very appreciative to MC Energy.
Good.
Because you came to realize that there's something you can do. And your creativity too. You went and observed and said that this is what I can do. And it's something that I feel like if I do it, it's going to help me and the people outside.
That is true.
So
Correct.
look for that. Coming to, before we go into the world of wrestling, you need at least to tell your audience, the people who are watching you there, who are you? Who is that? This Kim Young Barkway. And we have already seen how you ventured into wrestling and getting the nickname that you have right now. So who are you?
Very good. My potential viewers, this is MC Muor-Ager live at New Side Wrestling Field in Juba. That is a voice. It is me today. So, MC Muor-Ager is the one who bring you closer to Juba, wherever, in various locations. Those who are in America, Canada, and the whole of Africa, and the states which are in South Sudan. This is MC Muor-Ager who used to bring you to Juba. So, the page which I'm running as MC Muor-Ager, it is not mine. It is yours. As my viewers, I'm talking to you as my viewers. It is yours. When you are not there, there is no way I will be here. You are there, I'm here. It is your page. It is our page. MC Muor-Ager is our page. So what I'm requesting from you kindly is to advise me. You supervise me. Whatever I don't do it well here, you correct me. Because this page is yours.
Yeah, I was asking you a very vital question.
Right.
And I said, you have already explained yourself as MC Muor-Ager and how you got that name. But as a person, as a Kim Young Barkway, who are you? Just like briefly about who you are before you come to the wrestling world.
Okay. Thank you. That is a very good question, Tavan. Before I came to wrestling, I'm someone who like to be busy. I dislike being idle. Like in my home, I have a small garden, that is kitchen garden. I planted groundnuts, sugarcane, local sugarcane. That will keep me busy at home after my work. And before I go to my work, I have to do something like this. So, based on my side, I'm someone who likes to be busy, at least to do something. I dislike being idle. So, when I realized that wrestling is one of the hobbies I like so much, this is when I start to realize that this one is very important. I can create a wrestling page, and this one will keep me busy over the weekend. So I create MC Muor-Ager wrestling page to keep me busy over the weekend, because this one is not.
And you still can do your job.
Yes, I can still do my job completely.
Career-wise.
Yes.
Career-wise, what did you as your career?
Very good. Me, I'm class of 2016 in Kenya Methodist University, Nairobi. I did Bachelor of Business Administration, majoring in procurement and supply chain management. I'm currently working with the government corporation as procurement officer. From Monday to Friday, I'm in my main job or career.
So when somebody see you as a MC there, because there is this notion in Africa, and especially in South Sudan,
Yes.
when you are doing things like wrestling and being MC or doing another media activity, they say this guy might be a failure in school. So it means this work also can be done by graduates.
Yeah. This one is it is like a hobby. It's like a hobby. I know myself. I have a main job which I'm doing, and this one is part of the weekend programs. I took it as part time over the weekend. It
What
has
now you're saying as a part time? What can you tell someone who is doing it as for that is a way of his living? Is it because he has to look for other jobs?
yeah, very good, very good. Like someone who is now doing that fully as his job because he has no other alternative. But for me, I have other alternative. From Monday to Friday, I have my main job based on my career, which I'm doing. But this one is my part-time job, which I'm doing on Saturdays and Sundays only. It has no effect with it cannot affect my main job.
So what is wrestling? What is in terms of South Sudan, South Sudanese community? How does it take for
Okay.
someone to be wrestling?
Wrestling is very important. Wrestling is very important. It is one of the culture like ball, jungle state, leg state, okay, and Central Equatoria, particularly Tarkeka. It is one of their culture. It is one of their culture. So this one, wrestling, they used to start when they are young. When you are around 10 years, from there you continue with it up to when you reach 30 years. That is the maximum. When you reach 30 years, your blood will become weak. You cannot wrestle with like the young one who is 25 years old. You cannot manage it. So wrestling is good. It is a peace factor. It brings peace among the communities, like Jonglei State, Tarkeka, for example. The wrestling which took place recently in Tarkeka, the big event. I went to Tarkeka and I didn't sleep in a hotel. One of my colleagues called Angel Wani took me up to their home, deep in the village. I slept there in one of the small tukul. Have you seen? It is because of wrestling. It brought us together. Imagine, Angel Wani is from Tarkeka and I'm from Lagos State. And what brought us together? Wrestling. Angel Wani is a commentator from Tarkeka. Me, I'm a commentator from Lagos State. So this one brought us together. If it was not wrestling,
So
how comes to be friends to Angel Wani? Get example. In my page, my contact is there. Those leading wrestlers from Tarkeka, they used to call me. From Lagos State, they call me. They know me. From Jonglei, they also call me and they know me. So it brought us together.
how are you seeing the wrestling now does it start in the first place? And how are you seeing it now? What are the improvements you're seeing?
Very good, very good. That is a very good question, Tavan. In 2013, that is when they come slowly by slowly to Juba. In 2010, let me just say in 2010, there were big matches in Juba Stadium. And those who are in town, those youths who are in town, they became known. There is a culture, one of the culture activity called wrestling. It's the best because they can do it live, yeah. They are here, they are doing it, and the strongest one will force that one down, or will lift that one who is also strong up, and then put him down. So it is very interesting. And wrestling it is one of the leading peace factor, one of the leading peace factor in South Sudan. It brought people together. Like that number in New Side, you cannot see it anywhere in Juba here. That turning up. Maybe at football stadium like Juba Stadium, that is when you will see such a number. But in other places in Juba, no, except in wrestling arena like New Side Wrestling Field, that is when you will see such a number.
As you have heard, it is a peace factor, and he's saying actually that the crowds they have, even a politician cannot pull it in South Sudan.
Exactly.
So this is making of a new nation by Mr. Media. As we continue to ask you many questions that we think our viewers can ask you outside there. This is the right platform to also.
Nyok, I will call you shortly, please. I will call you back. Yeah, thank you. Right.
So, South Sudan as a country, we have a temper problem. People have high temper. How does it feel? How do they contain it? Because we don't want anything negative about our people, especially when we are put down by the stronger person. I've witnessed some of them and I've heard some of them fighting erupting. It's more kind of misunderstanding within the team.
Yeah.
Is it something that need an urgent attention? Is it something that has always been associated with wrestling, or is it just something that comes from?
That is a very good question, Taban. That's why I say wrestling is one of the culture activity in South Sudan. Those wrestlers among themselves, they know their own rules and regulations, and they know there is nothing of being knocked down. It is simple. You are knocked down today, tomorrow you knock someone down, this one knock the other one down. So they know among themselves it is normal. You ask a question, who are these who cause enmity among them? These are the people from outside, these gangsters. They are the one who come and start fighting in the field, not wrestlers. Even when they start fighting in the field, wrestlers themselves, they used to walk away because it is not one of the culture of fighting in the wrestling field. No, they don't like. Even when you are knocked down, you can't feel that pain. You can't feel it. You cannot feel that pain of being knocked down.
This is a traditional game.
Exactly.
A game that actually do not have any scientific kind of research or attention. How about the injuries? Do you record some injuries and how?
Thank you very much. That is a vital question, and it is one of the important key message in this conversation of ours. Yes, like we have associations. Jonglei has association, Lagos State has associations, and Mundari they have associations. You know, this association is the one overseeing. It is the one who is in charge of those who get injured during the time of activity. For example, one of our colleagues the other day, he knocked down someone, and then he himself also knocked his chest down, and immediately he became flat completely. He became conscious. The guy was taken to the hospital, and his association who paid the cost, the medical bill. Have you seen? This is the area you want to know. Those who get injury during the activity. Who take responsibility of such a people?
What are the challenges? What are the challenges in the wrestling world?
Very good, very good. The bonding factors in the wrestling arena. There is these people who used to come and disturb the wrestlers. These niggers. These niggers, they don't just come like that. They came when they are drunk. So they come when they are drunk. When they are drunk, their mind is totally out of control. They used to come when they are feeling high. They are They come when they are in cloud 9. Eh? Have you seen? So they come and start fighting.
Do you have any team that is put in place, put them in cloud 2? They are in cloud 9?
Yeah, they are in cloud 9.
Yeah,
we have a team, we have a team who can put them in cloud 0 even. Come on. We have security team
Okay.
who can put them in cloud 0.